Hi there and welcome to Juicy Celeb Talks. Tia Mowry has recently been working on a new unscripted television series, and while many anticipated her to discuss her experiences with Cory and life after their separation, the trailer she released revealed a much different narrative. It's shocking to realize that she and her twin sister, Tamara, are no longer on speaking terms. As a result, Tia is facing criticism for the rift that has developed between them. I've always admired the dynamic of families where both parents are present and witnessing their children grow up in that environment. However, that's no longer the case now. It feels like the siblings are navigating a painful divide. Tia expressed that the most challenging part of her divorce has been the solitude that comes with it. She mentioned moments when she longed for the close bond she once shared with her sister, wishing she could just pick up the phone and reach out. Unfortunately, that's not where their relationship stands at the moment. Historically, Tia has often been viewed as the favored twin, while Tamara has faced scrutiny and comparisons, sometimes being labeled the white sister, especially after marrying her white husband. This relentless teasing seems to have taken its toll on Tamara, who has grown weary of being the target of such jokes. Currently, the sisters are not in contact at all, which raises the question of how two people who have shared so much can find themselves so estranged. It's hard to fathom a rift this deep, especially between siblings who have shared a womb and carry such similar features. Observers began to notice the tension when Tamara responded to a reporter's question about her potential return to reality television. When asked if she would be appearing on Tia's new show, her reply was revealing, "I didn't know until I heard what the rest of the world knows." She went on to say that Tia had not reached out to her, indicating a significant distance in their relationship. This prompted further speculation about their closeness, leading to a debate on whether it's typical for families, including twins, to have disagreements. However, the trailer Tia released certainly raised eyebrows and added weight to the idea that their relationship has deteriorated. Some might downplay the severity of the situation, but if Tia feels the need to create a show addressing issues with her twin rather than making an effort to communicate directly with her, it's evident that something serious is amiss. Signs of their estrangement had been apparent for a while. For instance, after Tamara launched her book, A Diary About Life, Wine, and Treats, on October 4, 2022, Tia shared her separation news shortly after. Initially, I thought that perhaps Tia and Cory had parted ways due to something significant, and Tamara might be comfortable with sharing the limelight. However, their split turned out to be relatively straightforward. They had simply decided to go their separate ways. Support for Tamara has poured in from many who understand the gravity of such a life change. She has a strong support system around her, and while she's processing everything, she seems to want to keep her personal matters more private. As a sister, Tia has stated she respects that desire. Regardless of how the public perceives the situation, Tia's actions could be seen as selfish, especially since her relationship with Cory appeared to be merely a chapter in her life she was eager to close. The announcement of her separation overshadowed Tamara's book launch, which should have been her moment in the spotlight. As Tamara embarked on her promotional tour, she found herself fielding questions about Tia and the split, yet it was clear that Tia's focus was more on herself. Their previous reality show highlighted how the twins navigated their differences, showcasing their distinct communication styles and individual belief systems. Tamara, feeling the weight of their differences, chose not to designate Tia as the guardian of her children, aware of their contrasting parenting philosophies. This has led fans to speculate and dig into the history of their relationship, attempting to pinpoint where things began to shift. As tensions rise, it's unfortunate to see people choosing sides, with some even blaming Tamara's husband for exacerbating the situation. Accusations of racism have surfaced, fueling the divide. It seems the perception is that Tamara feels superior to Tia and her entire family, an opinion that adds to the growing animosity. It's essential to recognize that Tamara didn't marry a stranger. Her husband works for a prominent media outlet, and he's openly expressed his views. In light of this, it's understandable why Tamara feels overwhelmed by the negative attention directed at her when she's done nothing to warrant it. Tia and Tamara are on entirely different paths now. While Tia continues to hustle in Southern California, always booking new gigs, Tamara has embraced a quieter life in Napa, clearly content with her family-oriented existence. She occasionally appears on a lifestyle channel, but her primary focus is on her family and the winery business she shares with her husband. Given this context, it's clear that Tamara feels betrayed by Tia, who seems to be leveraging their relationship for publicity. Even more troubling is that Tamara wasn't invited to appear on Tia's new show, intensifying feelings of exclusion and disappointment. In the meantime, Tamara is committed to protecting her marriage and family, drawing a firm line in the sand. In an effort to clarify the situation, a source recently claimed that people were misinterpreting Tia's comments about her sister. This is a classic PR maneuver, designed to reshape the narrative. The source indicated that the sisters were still close and that Tia's comments should be taken in the context of proximity, given their different living arrangements.
However, Tia's own words reveal a different story. She has explicitly stated that she can no longer call her sister, suggesting that their relationship has encountered significant obstacles. As the PR machine churns, it seems to cast Tia as the villain in this scenario. Many have begun to recall their shared history on their previous show, where Tia often came off as unkind and occasionally bullying toward Tamara. When Tamara voiced her feelings about Tia's behavior, Tia would typically double down, dismissing her sister's concerns. Meanwhile, Tamara is focused on fostering peace, reflecting a maturity that seems to contrast sharply with Tia's approach. Tia appears to have shifted focus entirely, immersing herself in her personal drama and professional pursuits. Despite their shared history, it's becoming increasingly evident that Tia is willing to engage in behavior that could add more fuel to the fire. As the promotional campaign for Tia's new show continues, it seems her decisions are less about reconciliation and more about generating buzz, even at the cost of her relationship with her sister. The trailer for the show has done precisely what Tia intended. It has sparked discussions and drawn attention, although it comes at a significant emotional cost to Tamara. Many are left wondering how two sisters, once so close, could reach a point of such bitter estrangement. The public's fascination with their dynamic reveals a longing to understand the intricacies of sibling relationships, especially among twins, who often share an exceptionally deep bond. Despite the challenges, Tamara has remained steadfast in her approach to life and family. She continues to focus on her own happiness and well-being, despite the drama swirling around her. Her contentment in Napa, along with her commitment to her family and marriage, contrasts starkly with Tia's Hollywood lifestyle, which seems to be filled with constant attention and public scrutiny. It's a classic case of two different worlds colliding, each with its own set of values and priorities.
As fans delve deeper into the unfolding drama, they can't help but recall past moments from Tia and Tamara's reality show. Those episodes showcased not only their bond but also the nuanced differences in their personalities and perspectives. It raises questions about whether those distinctions have ultimately driven a wedge between them. The media narrative has begun to paint a picture of Tamara as the victim of Tia's self-serving choices, while Tia seems to be positioning herself as the protagonist of her own story, potentially sacrificing her sister in the process. Looking back, it's hard to ignore the signs that pointed toward their shifting relationship. Tamara's choice to publish her book came from a desire to share her life experiences, yet it was overshadowed by Tia's announcement of her separation. Timing often matters in the world of reality television, and it seems that Tia may have prioritized her moment over Tamara's. Critics argue that Tia's move to discuss personal issues on her show rather than reaching out to her sister was an inconsiderate choice. This pattern suggests a tendency to prioritize her public image over the bonds of family. It is a reminder of the complexities that often accompany fame, especially when personal struggles are thrust into the limelight. Tia's actions seem to contradict the idea of family unity, and many viewers are left questioning her motivations. Is she genuinely navigating a tough time, or is she more interested in the publicity that comes with it? This uncertainty only deepens the divide between the sisters, as it feels like Tia's narrative often eclipses Tamara's, further alienating her from the spotlight she once shared. As the anticipation builds for Tia's new show, fans are left wondering what the future holds for the once unbreakable bond between these twins. Will they find their way back to each other, or has the gap widened beyond repair? The absence of communication, especially in challenging times, is troubling. It suggests that both Tia and Tamara are grappling with their own issues in isolation rather than leaning on one another for support. The complexities of their relationship have sparked debate among fans and commentators alike. Many are voicing their opinions on social media, dissecting every comment and gesture. While some choose to side with Tia, others are rallying behind Tamara, leading to a divisive narrative that could further complicate their situation. It's fascinating yet disheartening to see how public perception can shape personal relationships, often exacerbating conflicts rather than resolving them. As the premiere date of Tia's show approaches, curiosity continues to build. Viewers are eager to see how the sister story unfolds on screen, but it's hard to ignore the potential fallout that may come from airing such personal struggles. The risk of sensationalizing their issues could ultimately lead to irreparable damage, not just between them but also in the way their fans perceive their relationship moving forward. In this era of social media and constant connectivity, the distance between Tia and Tamara is a stark reminder of how quickly relationships can change. The narrative surrounding their estrangement serves as a cautionary tale for those who may find themselves caught up in the whirlwind of fame and personal struggles. It highlights the importance of communication and understanding, especially among family members who have shared so much throughout their lives. As we await more updates on their relationship, one thing is certain: the conversation around Tia and Tamara is far from over. Their story resonates with many who have experienced familial conflict, making it a topic of universal interest. For now, fans will be keeping a close eye on both sisters, hoping for a resolution that might bring them back together. What do you think about the situation? Do you believe there's a chance for reconciliation between Tia and Tamara, or have they drifted too far apart? As we navigate this unfolding drama, it will be interesting to see how both sisters continue to address their relationship in the public eye. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more updates. Until next time.